Hi, everybody. I am Rebecca. I am the co-host of the I Have a Strange Story podcast, the podcast where we retell your personal paranormal experiences. And sometimes we drink wine, and sometimes we drink coffee, and sometimes we're a little funny. So anyways, today is Friday, and you know what that means. It is the only day of the week that I put on makeup, and it means it's time for another amateur tarot card reading. Yay! So, thanks for joining me this week. I was absent last week, and I'm very sorry about that. I have a lot going on. Lindsay and I are preparing for the Texas Podcast Union meetup in San Antonio next month. And so we're getting a lot of cool swag together. And so I've just been working on that last week. So unfortunately, I didn't have time to do a tarot card reading. Today I do. So, a couple of things I wanted to follow up with you about was my pendulum. So, the last time I did one of these, I asked a couple of yes or no questions about myself, about the weekend, if I was going to have a good weekend, if my car was going to break down, or if I was going to go for a hike. So everything that I asked the pendulum, it answered correctly. So my car didn't break down, and maybe I kind of created my own destiny in some way because I didn't drive my car. Smart move. And then I did have a good weekend, and I did go for a hike. So that was cool. I haven't really used my pendulum since then. I love it to death. I think it's adorable. I just don't have a whole lot of questions, I guess, for myself as far as needing advice. So if you guys have any questions, any yes or no questions you'd like for me to ask it, please feel free to put that in the comments below or send me an email, and I'll be happy to do that on our next show. And yeah, so let's get into this real quick, shall we? Because I know that you've been waiting for this, like probably since the last time you got a free tarot card. I just don't know how you've lived without knowing what your weekend was going to be like. I'm sure that you just stayed in home, in your bed, not knowing whether it was safe to go outside or not, because you know, I am a total amateur at this, especially interpreting them, so there we go. Also, I'd love for you guys to tell me if any of the cards that I pull actually, like, coincide with anything that happened, or if you thought about your card and things manifested or anything like that. So yeah, that'd be cool. Or if absolutely nothing happened, that's cool too. I know that I don't do the best at interpreting these, but like I said, I have zero experience, so there we go. This week I did pull a couple of tarot cards for myself. I got the Death card, and I got the Fool. So I feel like the cards were trying to tell me that I have something that I need to let go of, and that I need to be charismatic about it. And I don't really know what that pertains to. I did my tarot card pull a little bit different. So I was shuffling the cards just like this, and they both popped out. And I got an oracle card reading last week, which was really cool. And that's how the person who was giving me the reading did it. They just shuffled the deck, and they shuffled it until cards popped out, and that was my reading. And I thought that was awesome. So I wasn't intending on doing that, but it just happened, and so I went with it, and I got those two cards. So I need to learn from them and know what I'm supposed to do about that. But I don't know, I just haven't been faced with anything where I have to close a part of my life, and I know I need to look inward and blah, blah, blah and do that shit. But anywho, we're just going to move on right now. So your card for the weekend is going to be the Justice. Cool. So it's an upside down justice card. I don't know who this character is, but I don't do upside down cards. I don't have the knowledge to understand what this means whenever they're upside down. So if anybody wants to tell me, you can tell me that. But from what I get with tarot cards is that it gives you the positive and the negative, no matter how they're facing. So we're just going to pretend like it's just the card, and this is what the card means. So we got the Justice card, so let's take a look at what the artist says about this. Alrighty then, the Justice card. Okay, Justice. So this is Loyon, Loyon. So this is what the artist says. I chose, Jesus Christ. I chose Le Lion for Justice because it is reported that Le Lion committed suicide and left a note saying that because he was gaining the public's attention, he could no longer stay in fear of being hurt or killed. I chose him for Justice because I believe he deserves it, never hurting anyone, but being forced away because of the fear of public. So that's interesting. I don't know who this person is. So I'll probably do some research about it. It sounds pretty interesting. I wonder what their story is. If you have any idea who he is, leave a comment below too, and let everybody else know. So let's take a look about what justice means for you this weekend. Justice. Something good, I hope. It sounds good, but you just never know with the cards. Throw me for a loop every single time. Whenever I think it's going to be something crappy, it ends up something being really great. Ooh, the Justice card means the getting what you're owed card. Fuck yeah! So this means justice is about fairness in life and often appears when you are entangled in a legal matter, a compensation issue, or maybe a divorce or a dispute with an official body such as tax authority or an education official. Justice says persist and do not be intimidated, and you will win. Congratulations, man. So justice can also turn up when you're being exploited, intimidated, and doing more than your fair share of work, and with lazy and dishonest people or incompetent colleagues in your life. So here's what you got to do is take notes on those people, and then go through proper channels. So, and that's going to help you in your day-to-day life as far as work or wherever you have to face an authority goes. It could also be that a deal or an offer or a person who is helping you with your work or financial affairs may be corrupt. So be aware of that. In the everyday world, so it sounds like you need to weigh both sides of an argument before making a decision, and remain impartial. And just be in the middle. I don't know why that was so hard to get out. So just be in the middle. Don't take sides. So the negative aspect of a justice is holding onto past injustices that can't be resolved. Well, that's hard to let go. So a couple of things about this. It sounds like you're going to be justified of a wrongdoing, and persevere. So just stand your ground and take the high road, and do your due diligence. So take notes. It's very important to call out specifics whenever you have a problem with somebody. So take note of the time, maybe where you were, what was said, if there was anybody around that can verify these things, and go through the proper channels. Always do that unless you can confront the person on your own without fear of being harmed or blackmailed or whatever. So little life advice for you there that you didn't ask for. You're welcome. And then, but also, just try to let shit go. I feel like that is every single card, is to let shit go. So if there's something that you are, that's really weighing on your mind that somebody did to you ages ago, or even not even ages ago, but it's something that has passed and that you know you need to get on with your life, do that this weekend. Just let that shit go. Become super zen, and things will be in your favor. I know that's kind of hard to do, to let things go, especially if somebody really harmed you or hurt you. And it doesn't mean that you have to forgive them. It doesn't mean that you have to like them. It just means that for yourself, you can move on. Holding on to things, makes it really difficult for you to live a full and beneficial life. Holding on to things causes stress, which can affect your health. So just let it go. And I know that's easier said than done, but try your best. And that's what you have to look forward to this weekend is justice. Justice. This guy is wearing a mask. What's up with that? I need to know his story. Somebody tell me his story. I'll probably look it up. But tell me his story too. So anywho, I'm not going to do a pendulum questionnaire today because I don't have any questions to ask. So we're just going to skip that part of it. So like I said earlier, we're going to be at the Texas Podcast Union meetup in San Antonio on September 7th from 6 to 11 at the Hoppy Monk. I think it's a bar or a brew house, or I don't know, just look it up. It's called the Hoppy Monk, which is adorable, and I can't wait to go there, and I can't wait to see you guys. We have some swag we're giving away. I made some candles. We got some stickers, some buttons, and I think some other things that I can't think of right now. We made t-shirts, and you can purchase a t-shirt there. We'll be giving you the opportunity to tell your strange story, and we'll probably be giving away some stuff too if you do that. So don't know what we're gonna give away, but we'll figure something out. It'll be cool. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a marvelous weekend. I hope you are served some justice, and let that shit go. So, bye.